So good morning. My name is Scott Johnson. I am the Oakview Group General Manager for the Greensboro Complex, the First Horizon Coliseum, and the Tanger Center. And thank you for joining us today, and welcome to Piedmont Hall. We've seen a lot of change since July when Oakview Group took over, and today is another chapter in that change. We are excited to partner with the Greensboro Area Convention and Visitors Bureau and the Greensboro Sports Foundation for today's exciting announcement that will bolster Greensboro's national reputation as a premier host of economic impact sporting events. To hear more about the newest sport coming to Tournament Town, please welcome Greensboro Area Convention and Visitors Bureau President Henry Fourier.
Thanks, Scott, and welcome to everybody. Today, as you can see from the activity when you walked in, we're here today to talk about one of the most popular and fastest growing sports in the country, pickleball. Yay. I'm very excited to share that the Board of the Convention and Visitors Bureau recently approved the purchase of 40 state-of-the-art pickleball courts, one of which you saw today set up in the front of the Coliseum, Piedmont Hall, and to be used here at the Special Events Center. I'd like to thank Richard Beard for doing all the legwork and research that led us to the purchase of this particular brand of court. These 40 courts give Greensboro one of the largest portable indoor pickleball facilities in the United States. This major investment by the CVB is already paying off. I'd like to direct your attention to the video screens for the special announcement from Jose Marino, Chief Marketing and Strategy Officer, USA Pickleball, the national governing body for the sport of pickleball in the United States.
Hey Greensboro, Jose Moreno here, Chief Marketing Officer for USA Pickleball. We are excited to come out there in May and June this year to be able to bring one of our golden tickets that's a feeder into our national championships. We're here in Mesa where we got 2,600 athletes that are competing for their chance at gold. We're thrilled to be partnering with the city, we're thrilled to be partnering with all of Greensboro, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys in a couple months.
Thanks, Jose. I'd like to thank my team at the Convention and Visitors Bureau, and especially this effort led by Caleb Wilson for securing this major national qualifying event through USA Pickleball, scheduled, as mentioned, for May 2025. This will be the USA Pickleball qualifying tournament on the East Coast and is expected to bring an economic impact of a little bit more than $2 million to our area. We expect this announcement and our relationship with USA Pickleball to continue to grow moving forward. This is only the start of the CVB's efforts to bring more pickleball events and visitors to Greensboro. Thank you.
So we're really excited about bringing pickleball. I don't know if everyone knows, but the Convention and Visitors Bureau and the Coliseum and the Sports Foundation invested heavily in youth sports. We have, of course, the Greensboro Aquatic Center for swimming and diving. We have sport courts for AAU basketball and volleyball. We bought wrestling mats a number of years ago and are very highly ranked in the wrestling, youth wrestling industry. And of course, youth cheerleading is an important aspect for us. A key factor in Greensboro's incredible track record for successes in promoting and hosting sporting events is the Greensboro Sports Foundation. I would like to now welcome Richard Beard as our next speaker. He is the president of the Greensboro Sports Foundation.
Thank you, Scott, and another great day in Tournament Town. This is exciting to see one of the fastest, if not the fastest growing sport in America, that we're taking it to another level and being able to capture major events when it comes to pickleball. I'd like to start by thanking our pickleball players, what I call our Tournament Town Pickle Pros, that you saw playing when they were coming in today. Chris Kelly with Rock 92 Radio. You hear him talk about pickleball all the time, I'm sure. Jason Goodman with WKZL Susie Wall, Miriam D. St. Alban, and you'll also be seeing Cindy Jolly and Janet Kaiser out on the courts as well after these announcements. So we're thrilled that you all came out to show us some high-level pickleball, but I can tell you it's for everybody. If I can play it, anybody can play it. And it really is a neutralizing game to where any level can get out there and play with the best. So I encourage you to give it a try. I also want to thank Dick Broadcasting and Taylor Dick and Richard Harlow who helped, because when we were thinking about who should we have playing, and the fact that Chris Kelly is always talking about pickleball and you see him on commercials, I said, we've got to get Chris Kelly. So I reached out to Taylor Dick, and I appreciate Dick Broadcasting making it happen. So brief comments on the enormous impact of sports tourism in our area. In 2023, sorry about that. A little slip there. In 2023, sports tourism in Guilford County, and this is tracked by the Greensboro Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, that over 900,000 hotel room nights were generated. We talk about heads and beds. And these events that come here, whether it's AAU, I see Sean Kilmartin out in the audience, the AAU events and soccer and swimming and now pickleball, it puts a lot of heads in beds, and it helps generate $175 to $200 million in economic impact every year. So it's something we need to really be proud of. And we thank the Convention and Visitors Bureau for continuing to invest in these type things, because they're trying to drive more tourism, more heads and beds, which help our restaurants and our hotels as well. Pickleball continues to grow like crazy. I mentioned it was the fastest growing sport in the United States, and over the last 3 years, statistics show that it has grown by 223%, and it keeps growing. And you're hearing about new facilities, Chris Kepko and Triad Pickleball, and their efforts to do more indoor opportunities. And we have city council people here, and they hear from me all the time. We got to get more outdoor facilities for the city. So that's coming. So the support of the city of Greensboro and Guilford County officials is critical to all of our success in hosting these sporting events at the highest level. And we thank Mayor Vaughn and City Council for their continued support in sports tourism in our facilities. And they've made youth and amateur sports a priority in this community, and it's showing. And I'd now like to welcome our mayor of Pickleball Town, Mayor Nancy Vaughn, please.
Thank you, Richard. I also want to recognize my fellow city council members, Mary Kay Abuzawader and Nancy Hoffman. And it's nice to see former managing director of the Coliseum, Matt Brown. So Richard mentioned that he talks to us often about adding more pickleball courts. But I can tell you, we hear from the general public all the time that they want more pickleball courts. It really has grown so quickly, it's surprising. And we are happy that we are going to have an event here. It was mentioned that there are going to be 2,600 athletes here. Well, athletes don't travel alone. They usually bring a friend, sometimes a coach, kids. So that 2,600 number really is much larger than that. And that is something that is very exciting. When the state of North Carolina revenue, when they looked at the top tourism spots in North Carolina, there are 100 counties. We came in number 5. We don't have an ocean, we don't have mountains, but we have great youth sports. And so I have total confidence that we are even going to move up from number 5 due to events just like this. This is wonderful, bringing people into our city. As Richard said, heads and beds. They're going to eat in our restaurants and fill up our hotels. So that is extremely exciting. Hosting sporting events is something Tournament Town does do better than any other city. We always have, and you have our commitment that we always will. When you combine the commitment of the Convention and Visitors Bureau to purchase 40 courts, the support from the Greensboro Sports Foundation, and the incredible facilities and experienced staff here at the Greensboro complex. We have the winning recipe for Greensboro to excel in hosting numerous pickleball events in the future and to become a destination for people to play pickleball. It really is surprising how quickly it's grown. I think a few years ago, I don't even remember hearing about pickleball. Now, kind of that's all you hear about. People want to know if you play, where you play. So it is great that we are going to have these courts here at the Greensboro Coliseum, and I can guarantee you, you're going to see more courts throughout the city. So we are going to be conditioning our own athletes to be able to compete across the country. Thank you.
Before we wrap up, we're going to have a little raffle, and I'd like to ask local pickleball legend Chris Kelly of Rock 92, and I'm not kidding you, that's what it says on the paper, local pickleball legend Chris Kelly, to come out and say a few words and talk about what pickleball means to him and its growth, and then we'll do the raffle and he'll assist me with that.
Thank you. Thank you. No, please, you're too kind. Thank you. I wrote that local pickleball legend. I do my own press stuff. I was told that I wasn't dressed well enough to get a seat on the stage, but I could say a few words about pickleball. I didn't know shorts were not a thing we're supposed to wear today, because I was playing out today, and that's what I love to do really more than anything else now, after just coming to pickleball 3 years ago. I had never even seen it before, and as soon as I played it, I played during the pandemic because a friend of mine said it's the only way to really get outside and do something during the pandemic. Did it, and it was like, when am I going to play next? That's how much I love it. And I think the reason for that is threefold, and my friends and I talk about this all the time. One, it's great physical activity, and I'm in my 50s and I'm moving more than I ever have before, so I think you really get more life. I was playing ladies out here today, and my friend Jason Goodman and I were playing. We're just moving more and better than we have in forever. Two, the social aspect of it is unbelievable. I've made 100 friends playing pickleball that I never would have met, and now they're all in my friend as Rick, last name Pickleball, Jay, last name Pickleball, John, last name Pickleball, and I see them all over the place, and it's fantastic. And the third thing is, and I recently read an article about this, is that pickleball is not only great for your physical health, but because you have a fraction of a second to make the decision of, here comes the ball at me, I need to hit it, where do I hit it, how hard do I hit it, and what area of the court, that it helps your mental ability as well. I haven't seen any evidence of that myself, neither has my wife, but I read it, and I said it must be true. And after not even knowing of this game, as Mayor Vaughn was saying 5 years ago, now I want to be the best pickleball player in North Carolina. And it turns out, after playing today, I'm not even the best at the buffet, but still, at least we're out there playing, and it could not be more fun. And within a half hour, you're out there enjoying it. So I want all of you to give it a try if you haven't yet, and enjoy what we're bringing here to Greensboro, because it's an amazing thing.